Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of building this monster from, well, the directions are from Lego, the parts are from not Lego. And Ken is hiding in the background. He's got trivia again tonight. Really appreciate him.
Good evening, everyone.
And so Jeff said, hey Buck, hope you're having a nice day. So question, which Death Star are you building? The first one that Luke blew up or the second one? This is the first one, I believe. It's not the Death Star 2. Don's here. And Jeff said, the alien is here, greeting travelers from the stars. I am from planet Earth, and I welcome you, sir.
Well, it definitely looks like the first Death Star, as there's not big chunks missing.
Well,
Like
there are right now.
It does form a full circle.
Yes, there is that.
Yeah.
So yeah, while Keith was ending his stream, I went and looked and I built, because this bag has a little Lego guy that's supposed to be built with it. And so I built him, which puts us up to, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is guy number 5. Let me see if I can get that flickering to stop by turning on a couple more lights. So, to be honest, this is bag 11.
There's only one bag 11?
Only one bag 11. Well, that's the thing, is there one bag 11, one bag 12, 13, so on and so forth. I feel like that bag is light, but so last week after I shut down, I went through and dug out all the bags that I don't expect to get through today. Just
hello, Stephen. Stephen Haynes is here.
Welcome, Stephen. Yeah, through 16 is the first one that there's a double bag for. Then 17, 18, 19, 20 has 2 bags. 21 is an anomaly because 21 has 6 bags.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me get the parts out, and I'm turning chat over to you.
We're doomed.
Yes, that's why we do this, because we appreciate being doomed.
There's a lot of pleasantries being spread.
Yep. And, was mentioning on Keith's stream, I've gotten back into Fallout in a big way here recently.
Which one are you playing?
Right now, well, I played through Fallout 3, then I played Fallout New Vegas. I'm now playing Fallout 4, and I never played the world building aspect of it where you sit there and you build up your settlements and all that, and that's what I'm getting into now.
Okay. Do you play 76 at all?
I have. When I stepped away from Assassin's Creed for a little bit,
yeah,
I went back and started playing Fallout.
Right.
So 76, once I get done with playing through Fallout 4 a second time, never completely finished it, but once I get done with it, I will go back to play Fallout 76, which could be years, because I currently, not having ever finished Fallout 4, have over 400 hours in it.
Jody's got a question for you there on the screen.
Maybe I've played Fallout with my balls out, but only my wife would know. Lots of. I still feel like this is short on parts.
Jeff, I'm gonna say comedic kind of doomed. He's asking, is it the good kind of doomed, or bad, or comedic kind of doomed?
Probably. You mean
when I said we're doomed?
It's the good doomed. I would have to say it's the good doom.
Howard says fish it.
Fish it? I
Do you-
think Howard said finish it, and his phone said fish it.
No, he said fish it.
Huh.
He wants you to fish the wires through the build, I think.
Don't have a light kit yet.
Oh.
Yet.
Okay. What else we got going on here? So I'll get some trivia that I'll start in a little bit.
Very cool.
And lately I've been telling Buck ahead of time what the categories are.
Yep.
Howard said, no, I said fish it.
Wow. Fish it. Okay.
Fish it good. Da-da-da-da-da.
Bum, 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 bum.
When a tester comes along, you must fish it.
Yes.
Now fish it.
Howard has a phenomenally insane build that I don't know if he's going to do videos on it or not, but I think he should.
And what's that?
He has, so Lego made a Parliament building that's, because that's where Big Ben is and the clock is. Big Ben being the bell and the clock tower.
Right.
It's, well, the tower on that one is about this big. You know, about 18 inches. Howard picked up the Parliament building with the clock tower and Big Ben and all that with working clocks.
Nice.
And it's only 139 centimeters.
Oh, okay. So just over a meter.
Yep.
Almost a meter and a half.
Yep. Almost as tall as me.
Jeff says, so I got my lights in today for my 1000 Enterprise B, as well as the Aztec decals for her in. Well, that's cool. Graham McRobert says, hi bunch. Hope all is well. M8.
All is
Which
great.
he means mate.
No, I said, Howard, Lego did not make that one.
Don says Seth MacFarlane.
That's the answer. That is the answer to every trivia question ever.
Let's see here. Jody says, that's going to suck for trivia. I just missed 15 seconds. Well, speed up that 15 seconds. What else we got going in chat? Okay, it's just some more pleasantries back and forth.
Hang on a second. Oh, no, I screwed up last week.
What's wrong?
It said to put 2 of these on. I only put 1.
So I was going to ask you, do you still have that box of all those long parts then?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is the box of the extra bag ones.
Right.
That's what's, well, that and that is what left of those.
Okay. Howard's answer is bedroom golf.
Always. There, fixed it.
There you go.
Every time I pick this up, I end up, that's probably by design.
Some holding points.
Yes, this is where you lift it from.
Okay.
At least that's what I think. And speaking of interesting things to lift or such, Lego type things, Andrea has asked me, because I've got the, what is it? I'm haven't posted any videos yet, but I'm working on the Joker that we picked up from Wecky. Lots of stickers, hate stickers. Andrea picked up this.
Oh, interesting.
The clock works and it is an actual cuckoo clock, and it hangs on the wall.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, well, my concern is the top going to come loose?
Yeah.
So we've been discussing how we're going to attach it to the wall, and probably I'm going to glue the back wall completely together.
Yeah, it might be for the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Howard now says, bedroom golf where you fish it.
Ah.
And Buck says, or sorry, Graham says, Buck, what's scale or size for the Death Star or the cuckoo clock?
I think he's talking about the Parliament building that Howard picked up. No idea. Really, really big. That's my call. It's really, really big.
All right, so I'm going to start with a little trivia.
Cool.
Tonight's first category is St. Patrick's Day. So if you haven't been here before to play trivia, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to go through 4 different categories during the stream. Each category has 5 questions. And we're not playing for anything serious. We're just here having fun. So if you get a chance, just, throw in an answer. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. We're just here, like I said, to have fun. So tonight's question number 1 in St. Patrick's Day is, according to Irish lore, what animal did St. Patrick drive out of Ireland? According to Irish lore, what animal did St. Patrick drive out of Ireland?
And the thing is about the trivia, silly answers that are funny are always appreciated. So my answer is going to be Howard.
So yeah, Jeff's asking cuckoo clock.
I think
cool.
probably.
Finished? I
think when it's finished, it's going to be about the height of the box. Without no, it's going to be probably this direction. Without the pendulum, which will actually swing, and the weights that won't do anything. And if you're interested in it, it is available on Amazon. That's where we got it.
Cool. Jody says beavers. You never want to drive the beavers away.
No, we love beavers.
They're so good for the environment. Let's see here. Jeff says snakes. Dawn says snakes.
But were they on a plane?
Badger. Mushroom. See here. Captain Charlemagne says, shouldn't your answer, Buck, be Ian?
It could be.
Jody says Scotsman.
But to be honest, it appears that we have driven all that away. Ian is what I mean there.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
So what is this part you're building here?
Oh, hang on. I got to get back. I think it's this floor right here. Oh, okay. Absolutely. That's going to be that floor. And I skipped a step. I've been known to do that a time or 7.
Well, that happens.
Mm-hmm. You just got to recognize it as quickly as possible so you can fix it.
Well, so you don't have to backtrack too far.
Yep. And actually, I didn't have to take any of the parts off because because it really, what I missed was these 2 blocks.
Don says it's hell to get old, Buck.
That is.
All right, so the answer to question number 1 is snakes. Snakes was correct. Question number 2. What do the 3 leaves of a shamrock symbolize on St. Patrick's Day? What do the 3 leaves of a shamrock symbolize on St. Patrick's Day?
I'm going to go with Oliver losing his mind and barking.
Oh, that's the sound. That's who that is.
Yes. He has lost his mind a lot lately.
That's never a good thing.
His favorite time these days is about 5:30 in the morning.
Don says faith, hope, charity. Jody says sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I like Jody's answer. I'll go with that one. Gone with these real answers. What the hell?
Yes.
Speaking of which, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Are you wearing green?
Wow, I am.
Well, that's convenient.
I look down and I'm like, I don't know. And then I look down and I see my pajama pants, and my pajama pants have Goofy on them in green.
Well, there you go.
Goofy's wearing green too.
And typically he has a green hat on.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's got a yellow nightcap. I do have that hat. His hat upstairs, though, the one you can get at Disneyland with the ears.
Okay.
Maybe I'll have to bring that back down here, because that used to be a staple of of my streams. Okay, hang on. What is going on here? Why?
Because. Just because.
I'm looking, and
And Jeff says leprechaun, beer, and more beer. Wouldn't that be leprechaun, beer, and whiskey?
Yes. Looking at this.
Don says beer, and whiskey.
Huh. Might have a case of the shorts here.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Because I've run into, I need 2 1x4s, and I don't have them.
How about 1 2x4?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so there are 2 kind of correct answers on this trivia question. So, Don, you got the one, faith, hope, charity. The main other one is the Holy Trinity, which is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So, question number 3. Question number 3 is, how do leprechauns earn their gold? How do leprechauns earn their gold?
This is where it gets interesting. I'm currently looking real quick through my spares to see if I have something that will at least suffice for right now.
Right.
I'm trying not to make a ton of noise. Let me mute real quick.
Okay, now everybody's going for silly answers now. Jody says in a dark alley. Don says rob a bank.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
That was one of the questions I was thinking about asking, but I didn't. Was to name all the marshmallow shapes in a box of Lucky Charms.
So this is obvious that it's wrong.
All right. So that way you do find the pieces you need.
Then I can fix it.
There you go.
Hopefully it won't be too major of a pain in the
Buttocks.
What the hell? Oh, you know what? If I
Chicken
grab
butt.
the right one. Exactly. If I grab the right one, it'd probably work better. Yeah, like that. I grabbed the long one. It was too long.
Yes. Jeff says, take it from a dwarf's coffers.
That is. Oh, I am an idiot.
You're making
Boy,
lots of
am I
mistakes,
an
are you?
idiot. Well, hang on. Okay, so I need 2 1x4s, right?
Yep.
Well, you know, these were sitting there, black pieces on a black mat.
And there you have it.
I'm a loser. So why don't you kill me? So how do they get
The caramel in the caramel bar?
No, I'm thinking of the question you asked. Because I was I was a little distracted.
Have you seen the movies, the Leprechaun movies?
I have not.
Okay.
So you're saying I might have a clue if
In the
I
Leprechaun
had?
movies.
Yeah, but that's saying I would ever have a clue.
Well, I know you'll have some clues in some of these upcoming questions later tonight.
Oh, I will. Okay.
All right. So the actual answer is making and mending shoes.
Leprechauns are cobblers?
Yes.
I did not know this.
In the Leprechaun movies, at least one of them, they would throw shoes at him while trying to get away, and he would have to stop and like polish the shoes and stuff. So, yeah.
Wow.
All right. Question number 4 in the St. Patrick's Day trivia. What is the traditional main dish served at many St. Patrick's Day celebrations in America? What is the traditional main dish served at many St. Patrick's Day celebrations in America?
I could be evil and say which America? North America, South America?
The United States of America.
Oh, that place.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Mm-hmm. Don says, how much have you had today, Buck? Jeff
I
said,
haven't.
Probably the legal limit.
I haven't. Wait, that's probably the problem. Here, let me start drinking now.
Says, is this after he tries to marry the lead actress? And then he says his answer is beer? Question mark.
I think I know what the answer is.
Okay. Well, no one else is answering, so do you want to answer?
I believe it would be corned beef and cabbage.
Corned beef and cabbage, okay. Don said corned beef and cabbage as well.
Look at me go.
Within that 7-second span that
oh, yeah, absolutely.
There is the delay, so he was answering as well.
Yep. I'm glad somebody is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I went through the trouble to make up some trivia. And Jeff says corned beef and cabbage, yum. Don said Too Late Buckeye was first.
Well, the bad part about the way I grew up, because I like corned beef and cabbage. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny how things work out with your upbringing, because my parents both, my mom grew up on a farm,
Right.
and dad was from a poor, not really poor, but poorer German family. And so corned beef and cabbage was on the menu all the time for at least dad.
Okay.
And so I had to be like 13 before I ever had corned beef and cabbage, because dad was like, no, we're not doing corned beef and cabbage. And so, of course, because we had steak a lot of the time, a steak for me is like, it's okay. Take it or leave it. Is that sad?
Oh, you okay?
I'm not okay.
But yes, the correct answer is corned beef and cabbage.
And green beer. Don't forget green beer.
Green beer. Now, this is a piece of trivia I didn't put in there because it was pretty hard. What did they originally use to make the beer green?
Leprechaun piss?
It was actually originally a brand of detergent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Now they use obviously just food coloring. I can't remember what the brand of detergent was, but yeah. So
Little green jug is Dynamo, or little blue jug?
And then there's also another trivia question here that I didn't use. What was the original color associated with St. Patrick's Day?
Blue?
Correct. It was originally blue, not green. Howard says, corned beef and cabbage, or sausage noodles and sauerkraut. Jody says, Vulcan blood. Jeff says, only part about making corned beef and cabbage I do not like is the smell of the cabbage as it cooks.
I like to smell. And to be honest, what we have when we have something that is close to corned beef and cabbage is sauerkraut and corned beef, because Andrea makes really good sauerkraut.
Okay.
And then she puts the corned beef or substitute some sort of pork. It's usually pork, sometimes other meat, but she cooks it in the sauerkraut. Wow, look at that. Bag 11 was all there. I thought it was short.
And there you go.
Teaches me to be pessimistic.
All right, final question in St. Patrick's Day. What American city has dyed its river green every St. Patrick's Day since 1962? What American city has dyed its river green every St. Patrick's Day since 1962?
Gee, it says it's time for another little guy.
Another little guy? What kind? Stormtrooper?
Yep, another stormtrooper. This guy's supposed to have a pink face, which I actually found one with a pink face stuck in a helmet.
Don says Chicago. Jody says Boston.
I was thinking Chicago and then New York, and Jody's answer actually makes more sense to me than either of those.
Howard said St. Louis, Missouri.
Anheuser-Busch.
Is that where Anheuser-Busch is from?
Actually, it is.
Interesting.
It's just like Miller. You know where Miller's from?
Where are
Milwaukee.
they from?
Milwaukee.
Jody says Massachusetts.
That would be Baston. Baston. Holy cow. He's got a gun. Wait, this is Star Wars. He doesn't have a gun. He has a blaster. See? It's like 45 stormtroopers because they're going to try and hit one guy.
Jeff says Chicago.
Interesting legend from Alaska, where I grew up, is that the word for a newcomer in Alaska is a chichako. And the legend is that chichako came from the word Chicago because the natives could not pronounce Chicago. They always came out as chichako.
Chicago?
Chichako. Chicago. Chicken go. Speaking of which, we made more chicken jerky yesterday for the dogs. I want to be honest, if I die, I want to come back as a dog in my house.
Oh.
We didn't spoil the kids, but we do spoil the dogs.
All right. So the answer is Chicago.
That did wander through my mind for a second.
Boston does sound like it would be a good answer, but it's actually Chicago.
Yep. You know what? You know how they do that, right?
A lot of dye.
Well, I was thinking my tax dollars.
I'd be thinking more Chicago people's tax dollars.
Well, that's the thing, is that I believe that our governor is from Chicago, not Springfield. And so I'm sure that they do things for Chicago more than they do for any other city in this state.
Jeff says he may have a blaster, but we all know stormtroopers cannot hit the broadside of a barn.
That's why there's got to be about 43 of them.
Actually, they're, canonically, they're very accurate.
Yes.
However, we all know they can't hit anybody with plot armor.
There's that.
If you have plot armor, they're not going to hit you.
Well, in the first movie, they were supposed to be very precise and accurate. And then Obi-Wan got killed, and they weren't allowed to be precise and accurate anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, spoiler alert. On a 50-year-old movie?
Yeah. Nah, not quite. Almost 49.
Yeah. You never know. Some people may not have, Alec, seen it yet.
Although I do like that one police recruiting video that has the stormtrooper at the range.
I have not seen that.
Oh, I'll have to link that to you later. Jody says they have no practice. Ever seen a barn in Star Wars?
Now that you mention it, no.
Also, a question for you. Are you manually doing ads or no?
They should be going automatically.
Okay.
I think. Let me double check. I think I set it up. I set it up, but through StreamYard, but I did not look to see if it actually did it. So let's see. Content, lives, monetization. Yeah, automatic medium frequency.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Jody says yes, they are. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you.
Howard says, I quit by the way some person messaged their kid's teacher and said because their tax dollars should reflect their kid's grade to at least a B, not a C. Ugh. How about you try reading to your kid at night, maybe?
Yeah.
Actually parenting.
What?
Not expecting someone else to raise your kids for you. Oh, just saying.
Wait, isn't that what school is for? To babysit the children?
Yeah, apparently. All right. Let's not be so bitter, and we'll move on to the next category, which tonight is science.
Yes, I like science.
Tonight's second category is science. Question number 1. What is an invertebrate? What is an invertebrate? Or invertebrate, depending where you're from and how you pronounce it.
Would that be a ungrateful? I don't know where to go from there.
Alex says, I've seen the original trilogy, Buck. And one stormtrooper got lucky, hit in episode 6 when they grazed Leia.
Okay, so by original trilogy, I have to ask Alec, do you mean movies 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6?
See, Howard says, oh no, these are high school or parents. One, I'll send you the guy's link in Instagram. They're very interesting to listen to. Don says, has no vertebrae. Jody says, Congress.
Has
I
no
guess there is more than
backbone.
one answer to this question.
Has no backbone.
Alex has an organism without a spine. Howard says, answers, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Alex says, 4 to 6, Buck. And Captain Charlemagne says, animal with no bones.
An animal who has no bone to pick with you.
Well, technically, a shark has no bones.
Very true. Sharks
It's all
are made of
cartilage.
Yep.
Unless you count teeth as bones, but they really don't. They're not really bones.
No, and I think that shark teeth just continually grow.
They do. They keep growing new teeth because they keep losing teeth.
Yep. Matter of fact, when I was a kid, my parents basically determined that my uncle was related to sharks because he had something happen and they removed one of his permanent teeth. It came back.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it turned out I believe if I remember right, it turned out that he had 3 sets of teeth.
Oh.
He was a mutant.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. Howard says, creature that has its skeleton actually as well as the shells such as crabs or snails. And Jeff says, I mean, technically 4, 5, and then 6 are 1, 2, and 3.
What's the order they came out in?
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then 6. No, 7. And then was it 8? And then
No, it came out. They came out 4, 5, 6. New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then they went back to
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, and 3. 2 and 3. And then they did 4.2, 8, and 9.
What are you counting as 4.2?
6 because, or not 6, or what was it? 7 because 7 was the Death Star planet. You know, they rehashed the original movie completely.
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
one.
and of course the salt flat planet that wasn't Hoth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I was thinking because Rogue One was like before 8. Was it before
Yeah.
7 though? I can't remember.
Rogue One. Wait, wasn't Rogue One the one where they actually stole the Death Star plans?
Yes.
So that was before 4.
Well, yes, it's before 4, but when did it actually come out?
Oh. Actually, I think it came out after 7, maybe after 8.
No, it came before 8, but I can't remember when it came out. Don says no Star Wars, then the rest. Before 4. All right. So the answer to that question is an animal with no backbone or internal skeleton.
So Congress.
There you go. All right. Question number 2. What is the strongest muscle in the human body? What is the strongest muscle in the human body?
If I am correct, this one will surprise some peoples.
Howard says, but he wasn't asking you, Jeff. He was asking Alec.
Sorry, I got confused.
Don says the heart.
Oops. I don't think that's the right one, Tom. I don't think it is.
Howard says 4.2 Rogue One. And then kind of offshoot one there would have been Solo. But it's not really, doesn't have technically, other than Han Solo, doesn't have anything technically to do with the main storyline.
No, it doesn't.
It just has something to do with a character from the main storyline.
Yeah, it's kind of an offshoot because this whole Star Wars saga, it started out as a space opera, and then it turned into the story of the Skywalker family.
Exactly, yeah. See here, Alex says heart and or brain. Jeff says
the brain is not a muscle.
That is correct. It is not.
Unless you're an alien, like some people.
Mary says the tongue.
Yep, I agree with Mary.
That just makes me, now that we were talking about Star Wars, and then Mary saying tongue makes me think of Jabba with his big tongue sticking out.
Yes. Or the Sarlacc.
Yeah, no, Jabba came to mind first.
Yeah. Now that you said Jabba, you know what came to mind? That little rat thing going.
Yeah. Let's see here. Howard said The Force Awakens came out. I think he means The Force. came out in 2015. Rogue One came out in 2016. Any questions? Yeah, did you mean Force or Forest?
No, he meant DeForest.
DeForest.
Howard is part of the Star Wars saga. DeForest Awakens. That movie plays at his house every morning.
And then now he says my ass.
Ooh. Okay. Make sure I got bag 13.
Yeah, so there we go. So it goes Force Awakens, which is episode 7, then Rogue One. Okay. Thanks, Howard. I appreciate you actually telling us. Now we know that answer.
Somebody had to know it.
That's right. Okay, Howard, not Howard. Buck, did you want to throw in your answer then? You said
mine
tongue,
was,
right?
Yes, I agreed with Mary with it being the tongue.
Okay, the answer is the masseter or jaw muscle. That's why bites can be very, very vicious. That muscle is used so often, either talking or eating. So that is the strongest muscle. Tongue is very close. It's in the same region.
Oh no, this is heinous. Unless
What you missing?
It's very upsetting. I'm missing Han Solo.
Jeff says, "Sorry, I hear Jabba and I can't stop. And I start laughing. I start thinking of Pizza the Hut."
I know somebody who made a Pizza the Hut.
Yes, we do.
Wait a minute. Oh, there's the problem. I am not missing Han Solo. He's just really angry here.
I am angry.
There's Han Solo from the front. That would be upsetting. You know, Stormtrooper, short me a Stormtrooper or 7. I don't care. I need my Han Solo.
Howard says, wait, so actually I did continue the story because it was him and Chewie and how they Millennium Falcon came to be and how the Kessel Run, not Castle Run, was done in 12.2 parsecs. So it doesn't answer the same question. Yes, but it's not involving the Skywalker family in any way.
Exactly.
Let's see here. And then Mary says, jaw muscle. That is correct. That is correct, Mary. All right. Question 3. As I burp, my apologies.
Wow.
Question
funny.
3.
Take a look at that.
Let me switch back to screens.
I saw it from the back first.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's Han Solo's hair. I turned it around and yes, it is. Look at that. That's Harrison Ford. They made him into a Lego.
And Howard's being dirty.
What?
All right. I'm guessing that didn't get through the YouTube censorship. I'm guessing.
I'm thinking it probably did because, well, let's see. Yeah, it made it through YouTube.
Okay. Using the scientific name?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 3. What country was the first to launch a satellite into orbit? What country was the first to launch a satellite into orbit? Should be an easy one to answer, and it is a country that no longer exists. Don says Russia.
In Russia, satellite launches you.
And he says Sputnik. Well, technically, Don, you're not correct. Remember, it's a country that does not exist anymore.
Oops, I forgot a blaster.
Hans Blaster?
Yep. It's just a regular blaster.
Yep. Although, Don, you are correct on the satellite's name. Don says, or USSR. Oh, now he says USSR. You, sir, are an a-hole. That's pointing towards me for making me answer this way.
Actually, Hans blaster is slightly different. It's a shorter blaster.
Okay. Jeff said the USSR. Back in USSR. You don't know how lucky you are.
Bonus points if you know what Sputnik means.
Alex says Soviet Union.
My answer is going to be the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Mm-hmm. Although, to be honest, I kind of gave away the answer when, I told Don to change his answer, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, yeah, their answer was the USSR.
Yep. You know what Sputnik means, don't you?
I probably heard it, but I can't remember.
Traveler.
There we go. So yeah, USSR, because technically, yes, it was a different country than Russia. It still counts as, like they say in history, it counts as a different country that no longer exists. So
Yeah.
It headed by Russia, but what is now Russia.
Can you tell that I took up space in school?
Well, it is the final frontier. Howard said, China, LOL, LOL, I'm behind on the stream.
Did China ever make it to space?
Yes, they have.
I don't know. It's funny
satellites
because,
and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've had some astronauts up there as well.
I think so too, but it's kind of funny that, but the ESA does put up satellites, but as far as people in space, nobody thinks about anybody but the big two.
Yeah, there's been other countries that have gone to space.
Yeah.
Jody says, why did they give you an Indiana Jones figure with a Death Star?
Because Indy goes wherever Indy's needed.
That's right. I mean, technically, this takes place a long time ago. So that's an archaeologist type of thing.
Yes.
Even though it was in a galaxy far, far away.
The Indy doesn't care how far he's got to go to find what he's looking for. I mean, think about it. What does Indy say when he gets right before he gets hit in the face with a mirror?
Why did it have to be snakes? I hate snakes. No.
Oh. It's not the years; it's the mileage.
Howard says, I'm giving wrong answers. They are all right.
It's all right to have the wrong answers.
Alex said, didn't Sputnik crash in Manitowoc, Wisconsin?
I don't know.
Jody said, China is doing a lunar mission, doing lunar missions. Yeah, I've heard that.
So are we trying to.
Yeah.
I still to this day, I'm amazed that we were able to make it to the moon 50 years ago and we're having trouble getting back.
Yeah.
Somehow that doesn't sound right.
All right, question 4. What is created when a star collapses under its own gravity? What is created when a star collapses under its own gravity?
An Oscar?
Jeff says Indy has a good travel agent. That being Chuck Norris.
And don't forget, Chuck Norris does not do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
Alex says black hole. Actually, he says it with like 3 exclamation points.
I hate.
But Don said black hole first.
I hate when they do these isometric projections in the instructions, and it looks like this piece is right next to this piece.
Yes, I know what you mean. I've seen you guys do these things with the diagrams before. And you get that sort of thing with some model kits as well.
Yep. It fell into the black hole inside the Death Star.
I see it. It's on the back there. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, I saw it. Oh, you bastards. Okay.
I think that would be extraordinarily dangerous.
Yes, it would.
See here. Jeff says a big boom and black hole.
Oh, there's my clue. There's my clue where it goes. That's why this isometric projection is a little bit off. I was off by 3 blocks. I'm going to say a singularity.
Singularity.
Yes. I'm going to be different.
See, at first I thought Jeff was going to say, like, when I started reading it to myself before I read it out loud, at first I thought he was saying a big bang, as in, like, Big Bang Theory.
Yep. Good show. Missed that show.
Howard says there are only 3 countries in the world to date that have launched humans into space. India might be the 4th country soon.
Yeah, but there's only one person that launched anybody to the moon, Jackie Gleason.
Pow, zoom.
One of these days, pow, right to the moon.
Yeah, that's sad that he was basically talking about spousal abuse.
Yes, he was.
And the audience would laugh about it.
Well, it is sad that he was talking about spousal abuse, but I also take it in the same vein as as my wife and I, when she says something or she kind of jokingly gets upset with me, I'm like, you hit me now? I don't think he ever actually meant that he was going to really hit her.
Well, he always seemed so mad when he was saying it.
Yeah.
And it was a different era, which didn't make it right, but it was a different era.
Yeah.
Howard says, technically, there are a few answers. It can become a neutron star, a black hole, or a brown dwarf. Well, the answer I'm looking for is a black hole.
Brown dwarf. That sounds really, really icky.
Sounds like a poor spin-off of Red Dwarf.
I was going to say it sounds like something you would find in the toilet. Sorry, I hang out with these guys so much.
All right, question number 5. What is the process by which a caterpillar turns into a butterfly? What is the process by which a caterpillar turns into a butterfly?
Try to remember his name.
Oh, Howard's got a correction here.
Actually,
he says, technically, there are a few answers. Yeah, okay, no, that was already written. Alex says, metamorphosis. And we are now an hour into the stream.
Very cool. And we are halfway through bag 13.
Right on. Jeff said that's why he was such a good actor, able to project that opinion, even though we know he wouldn't.
When I get home, I'm going to sock your mother right in the mouth.
Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Oh, sorry.
Wait, wrong piece. I got the wrong piece.
Jeff says metamorphosis.
Wait, metamorphosis. That means it happened on Facebook, right?
Actually, I'm surprised Donnie's not here yet.
Yeah, he should be. Maybe he hates me.
Maybe he's just have something to eat first. I don't know.
He ate yesterday.
Jody says DeGuardian Insurance goes the extra mile for you. Is that the ad you had, Jody?
And if, it goes without saying, but if somebody gets an ad and misses a question, just ask us to repeat it. We won't.
Yes. I don't mind repeating the questions. Jody says Super Mario Shifty Tower. So just in case, I'll read the question one last time. What is the process by which a caterpillar turns into a butterfly?
Is it osmosis?
Howard says osteo I can't even say that. Osteosporosis. Wait, isomorphic osmosis.
I did this entire thing backwards. Look at me go.
Go, Buck, go.
Well, I put these parts, these parts are all on backwards.
Mm. And me saying "Go, Buck, go" made me think of the kids' book "Go, Dog, Go."
Go, go, speed racer. Oh, wait. Looked up, saw Howard's answer, and it reminded me of that commercial when I was a kid about the osteoporosis, the bone disease, that then my brain ran a little bit further to a time a friend of mine spent the night, and we built our own Mad Libs.
Okay. So yes, the answer I was looking for was metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Howard,
Morphing on Facebook.
Howard quickly comes in right at the end there saying cloning.
No, that's how you get extra dollies. Dolly the sheep.
Hello, Dolly. Although I remember I did have a Dolly question in one of my early science trivia questions. Jeff says the weirdest power nap after eating a bunch of food to go to sleep, crawling around, waking up with wings.
What the hell happened? I'm trying to remember the caterpillar's name from the movie Bugs, or Bug's Life, or something like that. The one that woke up as a beautiful butterfly, but he was still just as fat.
Yes. Yeah. Didn't he have like a stereotypical German accent or something?
He did.
Yeah.
He woke up as a beautiful butterfly.
All right. So the next category, I really had Donnie in mind for this next category, but I'm sure there's some other people here who might know. The next category is role playing. Role playing.
And that, Alec, that is not where you pretend you're a donut.
All right, question number 1. What well-known actor plays Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077? What well-known actor plays Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077? So just are you making just like one big back wall, or?
I think this is actually going to be the next floor. I don't know for sure yet.
Okay.
It did show. Let's see. Let me go back up a couple of pages.
Well, they did love their shiny black floors on the Death Star.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think that might be you might be right. It might be the back wall here.
Howard says Nissan.
Ah, grabbed the wrong pieces. Damn it. Nissan.
So I'm assuming we don't have a lot of people who played Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, I don't. I did not play it, but when you asked the question, my brain immediately said Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It was because he was in Johnny Mnemonic.
Jody says Alex Winter. Howard says Chuck Norris, Johnny Depp, Steve Urkel. Jeff says role play. Pretty sure that's only for comic conventions, the bedroom, and medieval fairs.
The Society of Creative Anarchists. That's what I always called them.
Yes. But there are role-playing games on computers.
Yes, there are.
And or gaming systems. Electronic gaming systems. Anyway.
Technically, Fallout's a role-playing game.
Yeah, technically it is.
That's what they call it. Because it has stats. It has a few stats and then a shit ton of abilities.
All right, so the answer I was looking for is Keanu Reeves.
No.
Even if you see a lot of the ads and stuff, you'd always see Johnny Silverhand. Granted, the ads don't tell you what his name is, but it is Keanu Reeves in the Cyberpunk 2077.
Wow. That's, like I said, that's weird because the only reason I thought Keanu Reeves was because of Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah. Well, although Johnny Mnemonic was back in the day when Keanu Reeves had short hair.
Yes. That's back in the day when he was really kind of like Ted. Or no, he was Bill, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Bill S. Preston and Theodore Ted Logan. Those guys.
Wild Stallions.
Yes.
All right. And then Jeff
don't
said
forget
Robin Williams.
Don't forget Rufus.
And Howard says the internet is for cat videos.
Maybe.
That's not what he really said, but you know, hey.
Yeah, he did.
That was my that was my joke the other day in was that the other day or was that even today? Maybe I think I want to say that was yesterday. I think that was today. Anyway, about cat videos.
Yeah, well, you got to remember it is a kind of cat.
Yeah. Another name for one.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, the next question. Again, this will be another game. I don't know if people have played. In Dragon Age Origins, what is the name of the order of warriors tasked with fighting the Darkspawn? In Dragon Age Origins, what is the name of the order of warriors tasked with fighting the Darkspawn?
I have played a little bit of Dragon Age, and I have no clue.
Well, I played Dragon Age a fair amount. We played it all the way through. So, Alex says, I play a few turn-based MMORPGs, Buck. I know it's not pretending to be a donut. LOL. Wasn't Donnie running an RPG playing session thing?
Yes, he is.
That's why I was kind of thinking, I was kind of hoping he'd be here for these questions.
He is a game master. Wow, that's kind of impressive. That floor is pretty solid.
That's
and it's
cool.
it's only attached here and here. You have to push it down in here, and it's not going to come apart. I like it. I like it a lot.
Howard says the ones that don't die.
I think this might. No, this isn't the trash compacting room. Although I do know that is one of the little scenes that are in here.
Okay.
Yeah, the Death Star has a ton of drama going on inside of it. And don't forget, the plans are not in the main computer.
Jeff says Order of the Ancients. Thanks for the guess. I appreciate it. I still maintain that in the first movie, they didn't really need to fly down the trench. They could have just done a straight run of that hole. Just death from above it. And then shoot the torpedo straight down it.
Yep.
As opposed to depending on it to go towards it and then down.
Well, and that's the thing, is if they really were good, you fire the torpedo from a distance away, and it just goes ballistic down into it.
Yeah. I mean, people say, well, there wasn't guns in the trench, but there were guns in the trench. And they only stopped firing when Darth Vader and the other two TIE fighters came up behind them. And there was lots of other combat on the surface of the Death Star. So they should have done, start shooting at it from death from above it.
Yep. Well,
but it doesn't make it as interesting as of a movie.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. The port, that exhaust port, had plot armor.
Yep.
Did you see me use my mind to make those parts jump?
There you go. Use the Force.
Yes.
All right. Alex says, did you make the hot tubbing stormtrooper yet, Buck?
The hot tubbing stormtrooper is up here.
Nice. All right. So the answer was the Grey Wardens. The Grey Wardens. All right. Maybe some older people might remember the answer to this question. Question number 3. What hysteria drama from the 1980s starred Tom Hanks playing a psychotic kid that gets too involved in a role-playing game and tries to commit suicide?
That's dark.
Hysteria? What's that?
That's dark.
What hysteria drama from the 1980s starred Tom Hanks playing a psychotic kid that gets too involved in role-playing game and tries to commit suicide? Do you remember that movie?
I do not. You said
No.
Tom Hanks. You said Tom Hanks with an old movie, and I went big.
No.
That's why I said that's dark.
Alex says, Buck's a Sith.
Alec,
let's see here.
remember there can only be two.
Howard says, think about it, though. It used to be like a Scud missile being hit by Patriot missiles from the Death Star's guns. Jody says, because we need big action sequences here, sir, I'm going to need you to get all the way off my back about that. All right. Jody says, the Burbs. Howard says, Joe versus the volcano. Really? No one remembers this movie? In the 80s, when there that whole satanic panic thing was going on, where they thought, all the kids were going to go to the steam tunnels and sewers and places like that and play Dungeons and Dragons. It'll steal their soul and they'll commit rituals and no, it's just a bunch of kids playing imaginary swords with some dice and eating Cheetos and drinking Mountain Dew and doing a lot of math.
I will tell you what, when I first time I ever played D&D was in college, and it was in this place called the Wood Center. It was the rec center for college. And it was funny because we always would get cheese balls. You know what cheese sticks are, right?
Yep.
Well, they didn't come around until 90s or later, maybe the 2000s. In Fairbanks, we had cheese balls, which were basically cheese sticks, but single bite ones.
Right.
And it was funny because at one point things got weird in the game, and our GM, we opened the door to this room and we saw some very familiar looking people inside that room. And it was funny because one of the guys, the fighter goes, I killed this guy. Well, the guy, what he did was he killed his player. And so he disappeared. But, I, being a thief, stole an order of cheese balls.
Nice.
And I forget what the damage was, but they did poisoning damage. We had a lot of fun.
Jeff says Mazes and Monsters. Howard says Dragnet.
Dun, 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 dun.
And Jeff is correct. The movie was Mazes and Monsters. I'm assuming the length of time it took, you Googled it, but no, good job. Maybe you didn't. I don't know.
I didn't.
But that was an early role for him.
Yeah. Well, you know how you know that I didn't? Never once did my hands leave my wrists.
All right. Question number 4. Now, I got to have somebody answer this one because I've heard people talking about this game. Question 4. What is the name of the fictional world where most of the events of World of Warcraft take place? What is the name of the fictional world where most of the events of World of Warcraft take place?
Bob's Planet. Actually, I could go sideways and say Pandora. You know what Pandora's from?
From the movie with the blue alien people.
No, it's from Borderlands.
Oh, okay.
The planet that you're on, that you're looking for the vault, that the vault hunters are on, is Pandora.
Okay. And because this is a World of Warcraft question.
You are not prepared.
I am prepared.
All right, then. Howard says Blizzard. What? The name of the Of the planet is Blizzard? Okay.
No. Because I played World of watching that on TV right now. I played Warcraft before there was ever a World of Warcraft.
And then Howard says, oh, wait, it's Activision now. I'm not asking who made the game, Howard. I'm asking what world it takes place on.
Unless I miss my guess, it's Azeroth. And I played that game not so much.
Well,
My 16-year-old son wanted people to play with him so that he could tell them, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this. I was like, yeah, no. And that soured me on Warcraft to this day.
Howard said, I'm giving wrong answers. Yes, you are, Howard.
It's his revenge for me joking with him last Sunday.
All right, the answer is Azeroth.
I remembered something. I am so smart.
Well, this next question I know Buck will get right. And if you don't, I'm quitting.
Oh, okay.
Question number 5. In the Fallout series, what are the wearable wrist computers worn by Vault Dwellers called? In the Fallout series, what are the wearable wrist computers worn by Vault Dwellers called?
Late to dinner?
Alex says, is that where the Raven is from? The Teen Titans? Alex says, Pip Boys.
I am not sure what Alec is talking about with the Raven and Teen Titans. No idea. I am aware of the existence of Teen Titans. That is all.
Howard had said before, I guess while I was reading that other question, he was saying Azeroth, then Outlands, then back to Azeroth. Yes, I was giving other names. Howard said, yeah, being stupid, as I am a dumb farmer.
Oh, it must be over here. And I agree with Alec as much as it hurts me. I will agree with Alec that it is a Pip Boy. And they have released fake ones.
Yep. Howard said Pip Boys or giant watch or gaudy jewelry.
Actually, he said boy pips, but that is a completely different thing.
True. Jeff said a poor fashion statement.
It would be fun. Although, what was it? I forget the name of the group, but they do these D&D things, and I love what they've started doing. They've started doing The Sims, and they've done role or game logic, where you get beat up, you're down, and then you take a shot and you get up and you're okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, well, I can't remember the name of the group.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Alec will come up with the name, because I know he watches them as well.
Says, hey, I'm not Poison Buck. It shouldn't hurt to agree with me.
It does.
LOL.
It does.
But not all poison necessarily hurts. So it might not be poison, but anyway.
But it could be. It's like Indiana Jones. Alec Why did it have to be Alec? That's it. Told you he'd come up with
Viva
it.
La Dirt League. Okay.
Yes.
That's the name of it.
That is the group that does it. They are hilarious. Uh-oh. This time I think I got a problem.
Let's see here. And he says, oh, and Hushbuck, LOL.
I will come over there. I will slap you upside the head.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Donnie would have been here for that set of questions.
It would have been cool.
Well, Donnie, if you're listening to this in the future, let me know how you did.
Yeah. Future Donnie, come back and tell us how you did.
Or just tell me in Discord once you've heard all this.
There we go.
Howard says, wrist bracelets for drug testing and restraints for both arrest. Yeah,
Sorry,
one of the was it Fallout 4 maybe? You get a Pip-Boy?
In every Fallout, you get a Pip-Boy.
No, but like if you bought the early order, like the pre-order or something, you get the real one or whatever that you can put your phone in.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it was 4. If you did the pre-order or something. It was also, well, maybe that was 3. I can't remember. One of them had that anyway.
What I can't wait to see, because they're apparently they might be working on it. I can't wait to see Fallout 5.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. Oh, by the way, yes, the answer was Pip-Boy. Yeah, I mean, they need to strike where the iron's hot. I mean, the show is doing really well, so they really need to get into it and, hit it now.
Well,
although normally it's like 10 years for every time they finally bring one of them out.
Well, that's the problem, is we're at least 10 years past. I saw some stuff.
Nope, 76.
Well, I'm a purist. I tend not to count Fallout 76. But
for them it counts in their mind.
Yeah. But I saw some stuff today. I think it popped up on my phone because I've been looking up stuff on Fallout. When I come across something, I'm like, I don't remember this. So I look it up, and it came up with this thing, and I've been playing since Fallout 4 came out. And I never found this one area in Sanctuary, in the first town. It's kind of funny. It's just, should I spoil it?
Is it the hidden underground?
Yes.
Okay, behind the one house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never knew it was there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, I've been playing it for 10 years. Well, that's the thing. I never developed the settlement at all. My job, I might have put a couple machine gun turrets, but I was out there going place to place to meet new and interesting people and kill them.
Well, I'll send you a link later to a series you should watch on YouTube.
Cool.
And this guy's got a ton of different series all about the different Fallouts. So anyway, so yeah, that was it for that trivia.
That was it for Donnie's trivia.
Yep. The last category, if people are going to play along, This is Sparta.
This is Sparta.
Yes.
All about people being kicked into a well.
So, question number 1. Which famous king led the Spartan forces at the Battle of Thermopylae? Which famous king led the Spartan forces at the Battle of Thermopylae?
He had a really cool square chin.
Yes. He was also the same king that was in the movie. There you go.
Yes. I was trying to remember Gerard Butler.
Yes, that was the actor.
No, that's the king. King
Oh.
Gerard Butler. I was trying to remember the name, and as I said, I was trying to remember the actor's name. It went, boom, there it is. I do believe this is part of a working elevator.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cool. However, it said 300 idiots thinking they could win. Yeah, they didn't really go in thinking they would win.
No.
They went there for a reason.
And if the movie is historically accurate, until they got betrayed, they were winning.
Yeah, but they kind of knew they were going to lose, and that was kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Jody says King Lear.
You know, Gerard Butler's nickname is Leonidas.
Alex says Democles.
No. Not Democles. Demothercles.
Jody says Larry King. So is this still parts of the elevator you're building?
I believe so. I'm guessing this is going to go on back.
Okay.
Pull it forward on the back here.
Yeah, because it does look like they've obviously been putting some other decorations on the back.
Yep.
Or details or whatever.
I'm not 100% sure that isn't actually an elevator, but I think it is.
Okay.
And this is the part that would really piss me off if I spent $1,000 for this. You know what that is? Stickers.
Yeah. Alex says King Leonidas.
Okay, where's the squawk? Because I heard the parrot.
And he always puts a question mark.
I know.
You don't always have to put a question mark. This isn't Jeopardy.
I lost
Your
on
answer doesn't-
Jeopardy.
Your answer does not have to be in the form of a question. Jody says Sofa King.
I know that guy.
That was my name. That was my team name when we played trivia back in the last town I used to live in.
Sofa King?
Yep.
You know, back when they used to have the trivia things in bars, I don't know if they ever had that in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Playmakers?
Where you'd have teams where you'd get the buzzer on your table or whatever, and they'd have the questions up on the on the screen. Yep.
Yep. Or you could play as a team or as an individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
my name was always Freak. Interesting. This goes on this side.
Oh, well, it's the doors then, because
Yep.
you put the sticker was like the little dots there up, above the door, the elevator door, to let you know when the elevator's there.
Yep.
That'd be a lot of dots though, because that station is huge. It's huge.
It's huge.
So yes, what's the answer, Buck?
Leonidas, King Leonidas.
Yep, King
I had to think what the question was.
Yes.
I forgot.
All right. Question number 2. What was the primary military formation used by Spartans? What was the primary military formation used by Spartans?
If I've got it right, I think I know what it is. And if I've got it right, it was invented by the Romans.
Jody says, is that because you are Sofa King Awesome, Ken? Yeah, our team name was Sofa King Awesome. But that was because our priest team member gave us that name.
And we are now into book 2. 15.1. Yep. There's enough time to do bag 15. I don't know if there's enough time to do Chewbacca.
Alex says turtle position. It's a term. It's a name you hear still to this day. And it's also a name that's used in reference to something completely different. A defensive device used a lot on ships. So you throw themselves at the spears, says Howard. Tip to tip, says Jody.
Wow.
What do you say, Buck?
Sorry, what was the question?
The question is,
Sorry.
what do you say, Buck? The question was, what is the primary military formation used by Spartans?
The phalanx.
Yes, the phalanx.
I give an answer, then I go away.
Yeah. Alex says bottleneck.
I'll give you a bottleneck.
Yeah, so also the phalanx gun used on ships. I don't know, they still call it the phalanx on the ships?
I believe they do. The ones that are firing to knock down enemy incoming missiles.
Yeah, and low-flying aircraft and whatnot.
Alien interceptors.
Yeah, they look like a big R2D2 body.
Yep.
There's actually photos of one that actually is painted up like R2D2. It was on an actual ship.
Yeah. And it kind of goes.
Yeah.
So the bowcaster, I don't know how well it actually will work. The bowcaster will fire.
Really? Wow.
Yes, it's got a little notch in there. You put one of the round ones in there, and then you push that down and you pull it back and it fires.
Well, be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
I'm not going to shoot nobody. I promise.
Okay.
Not a fun. Let's see. We're not going to worry about Chewie's arms for right now. That's going to take too long to find the ones that match exactly. But Chewie does not get a little head. Poor guy.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So we'll set him off to the side here. I'll finish him off after the stream or at the end of the stream if we're still going, if there's enough time. With 20 minutes, I want to get this pack done.
Next question. What was the main geographic feature that isolated Sparta? What was the main geographic feature that isolated Sparta?
It was located in the center of the earth.
With the dwarves?
Yes, matter of fact.
Alex says, you shoot your eye out. You shoot your eye out.
No, I not shoot my eye out. I shoot your eye out.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Ho yo, Ho Chi Minh.
Come on, people. What geographic? Come on, what geographic feature isolated the Spartans? What kept them safe from other, people trying to invade them and stuff?
I know some of you have seen the movie 300, and that movie gives it away.
Mm-hmm. See, Howard says the Earth. You're not wrong, Howard. But what type of Earth? It's a geographic feature. Alex says the Alps. No, the Spartans were not in Switzerland. But you're not far off from the right answer.
Should I give them a hint?
Sure.
None shall pass.
Also,
Meaning
if you've
what?
ever played the card game Magic the Gathering, it's a type of land in that game.
Well, none shall pass just means that only nuns can get through.
Howard says dirt. Was that like Joe Dirt?
He's not wrong. It was Joe Dirt that kept him from getting in.
Howard said, no, I saw This Is Sparta with Carmen Electra. All right, what's the answer, Buck?
A very narrow pass between a couple of spires of rock.
Not quite the answer I'm looking for.
Okay.
Just generally it was the mountains.
Yeah. Well, generally it was the mountains, but there was also an extremely narrow pass through there.
Well, for at least, where they held them back.
Yep. It goes without saying that I was wrong.
All right, let's finish these off quickly because there's really not, any interest in the rest of these questions. Which war was fought between Sparta and Athens for control of Greece? Which war was fought between Sparta and Athens for the control of Greece? You may have heard of it. Maybe you haven't. I know I heard of it. That's why I threw it in here.
I'm sitting here. My mind went the Greece and Athens war, but no. Wow.
Alex said, I was right. Yeah, you kind of were. It wasn't. The Alps is a specific range of mountains.
Yes.
And it was not the Alps. Not even close.
It says.
But it was mountains.
It's really cool. It says down in these little clear pieces on the backside, very small writing. It says, not Lego.
Alex says the Persian War. Good guess.
It was the Gulf War. Howard said bedroom golf.
Yeah. So I guess I'll avoid questions like these in the future.
They're not bad questions. It's just that not everybody is into history,
Apparently
which
not.
means we are doomed to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, a lot of the questions on this one, like Sparta and all that, those I knew because of watching a movie.
Yep. Some of these were easier to get because of the movie.
Mhm.
Some of them are just, how well do you know of, ancient history? Because some
Wait.
people think there should be a few harder questions.
Well, and you say ancient history. Some people are going to say Buck was there. He's got an unfair advantage.
Like one of the questions that I was looking at as a possibility is, what was the famous saying that Spartan mothers would say to their sons when they left for war?
Oh, I know that. That's a good one. I like that one.
What is it?
Come home with your shield or on it.
With it? No, yeah. All they would say is with it or on it.
Yep.
Which, yeah, that's what they meant. Either carrying your shield, so with it, or on your shield because you're dead. You're being carried back dead.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. Good job.
I mean, that one is kind of.
Well,
It's
Leonidas's wife says it to him.
Yep.
When they
it's
go for their little stroll with 300 of his warriors.
It is bodyguards. A little bit of a niche question because a lot of people wouldn't think that way if they'd never been in the military.
Alex says Buck has an equal chance. He was too young to fight, so he had to flee as the 300 fought.
I'm going to slap him. I hope he goes to Wonderfest because if I'm there, I'm going to bury him in Cheetos. Uh-oh. Now Don's not going to Wonderfest because Alec is going to show up to be buried in Cheetos.
All right. Any other further guesses as to which war was fought between Sparta and Athens for control of Greece?
The Greco-Persian War. I honestly don't know.
Well, the answer is the Peloponnesian War. The Peloponnesian War. I don't know if you'd heard of it or not.
I have.
School.
I have heard of it, and it was from school.
Alec, you should have got that. You're closest to school age, for everyone who's here. You're the closest.
Ow.
All right. Don says I can ignore him in person. All right. Final question. Question number 5.
For all the marbles.
Yeah. Why were Spartan women encouraged to exercise and be physically fit? Why were Spartan women encouraged to exercise and be physically fit? This is the last trivia question for the night. Take a guess if you want. Why?
I think I know.
Spartan women encouraged to be physically fit. Well, I'll let you choose there, Buck, if you want to answer right away or not. There's about 10 minutes left in the stream, roughly.
Okay. Well, I'll wait and see if anybody in the audience comes up with anything. And again, my answer is based on my former military profession.
Howard says, "If it, I'm gonna cut these parts off." Alex says, "They were warriors like the men. The Athenian women were the ones who had to be home unless they were with the husband, sadly." Howard says, "To give good, strong babies."
I kind of like Alex's answer. It's pretty close to what I was going to say. What I was going to answer was they were the home guard. If the invaders got through, they had to defend the people who were left behind.
All right. So the answer was Howard being pretty much correct. They believe strong women had strong babies.
Ah. Wait, that means I was wrong. Damn it.
Yes,
Wrong
yes,
again.
you were. Yes, because Athenian women aren't Spartan women.
I did like that, though. This is Sparta. Kick the guy in the hole.
Yeah. I thought about having that queued up on my phone or something to play it. But yeah. Like another piece of trivia, how many kings did Sparta have at any, at all times? How many kings did they have?
By the way, you didn't have to have it queued up on your phone.
This is Sparta!
Oh, there you go. You actually have that in there? Oh, yeah, there it is. Look at that. I'm going to play it.
This is Sparta!
Oh, what a waste, because I'll never have Sparta questions again. All right. Another piece of, how many kings would they have at any given time?
In Sparta?
Yeah, for Sparta.
I do not know.
Well, they would always have 2 kings.
Just in case.
Yeah.
We have a spare.
Howard says, "Screw you guys, I'm going home. I knew the answers. I'll give you you one good answer."
Howard's going home. He's taking his ball and his cat. Yep. As I went through and counted these pieces, I'm one short. It is possible, but not very likely.
That it's still in the back?
Yep. Oh, that's bag 12.
Or that it fell under the Death Star? Or it's over by Chewbacca?
Nope. This will never, ever, ever happen again. I found it.
Was it in the bag?
It was in the trash bag, not in the bag that the Legos came out of.
Ah. So it left in the bag and then probably fell out of the bag?
That's very possible. But the reason that'll never happen again is the trash bag is fresh, brand new. Because today is trash day.
Ah, I see.
said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. I like that line because my grandfather used to say that to me.
Mm. One bright morning in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. The deaf policeman heard the noise and came and shot the two dead boys. If you don't believe this lie is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too.
Indeed, he did.
Alex said, Howard said, see, I'm stupid. Alex said, I'm more of a Bugle Boy Buck versus Cheetos.
I don't care.
This isn't about you. It's about us.
Yeah, we didn't give you a choice in what you get buried in. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's going to go in there, but not till next time, because that is all of bag 15.
All right, then.
So let me think. We started on bag 11. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 bags tonight. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yes, not bad at all.
Just like the, oh, you know what? I can work on Chewy. Maybe find his arms. Ah, there's one. There's the other. But, no, when I do that clock, I'm going to change it up because I've been going on with the Wacky builds similar to what I do for my part works. And I've realized after getting through most of the second build like that, it's not going to work. It's going to be boring because I do the fast forward thing and all that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to still fast forward, but I'm going to do 2 or 3 bags at a time. Thanks, Don. You know, it gets easier as I go on to do the figures. Must be because the parts come out. There's fewer parts.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And there's Chewy with his bowcaster.
Ta-da!
So we're getting there. Let's see. Where is that thing? That thing I do. Go to studio mode.
You ever watch the comedian Greg Morton?
Who?
Greg Morton.
I have not heard of him.
Okay.
Actually, we'll bring that camera back up here. And I'm getting ready to rearrange this room a little bit. But there is what it looks like from the front now. But it's getting there. And I saw you posted the link. I'll look at it in a little bit.
That's the Greg Morton link. I'll send you the follow-up link afterwards.
Okay. So I wonder if these could be handles. Like I said earlier, these are really, really good spots to lift by.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be heavy, but it's not going to be insanely heavy.
No, I think it's coming along really nicely. So we're at, what was that? That was bag 15 out of 80. I might be done in time for Wonderfest. Maybe. So let me switch back.
You have to shine those floors, though. They just look too fingerprint covered.
Yeah.
And get yourself a cloth. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't really matter.
I do have a cloth.
I was going to say, like, remember how fingerprinted up and whatnot Darth Vader's helmet looked in the first movie compared to Empire Strikes Back. It looked a lot shinier.
Well, and it's not going to be just, it's going to have to be like Lysol wipes or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about it.
No, I'm not going to be. What I'm eventually going to do also is get a light kit for inside of it.
Cool.
But thank you for doing the trivia and producing. I really appreciate you, Ken. You do a fantastic job. I think I've told you this before. I think I've told you more than once. If you ever start live streaming, let me know. I will gladly produce for you.
All right.
And thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. I think Ken had a blast, except for some of the trivia didn't get very many answers. That happens.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'll find better questions.
I don't think your questions are bad, sir. But, let me think. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of whenever I post new content of any type. Or
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
sorry, had to. Let me think. So tomorrow is Woody Wednesday. Thursday will be Jordan,
yeah,
with Aligning the Stars. Friday is our normal group stream. Saturday we'll have Jody and then Andrew. Sunday we'll have another group stream, this time in the afternoon rather than the evening. Monday will be Donnie. And that brings us all the way back to Tuesday, where we've got Keith first and then me working on the Death Star. I believe he's still going to be working on Willy Wonka next week. You want to say anything before we get out of here, Ken?
Yes, I'd just like to say,
This is Sparta!
That is a really good thing to say. So, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great evening, since it is 10 o'clock at night here and 11 o'clock where some folks are. I do know some people watching might be coming on daylight there. And we will see you next video and or stream.